Alright, everybody, I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. I like to sing, I like to entertain, I like, good stuff, good life, and everything. But looking at the images of Japan and the events there, earthquake, the tsunami, and all the misery that happened over there, it's just heartbreaking. It's terrible. It's amazing. It's you know it's too big, too much for words. Those people there are so lost right now. They've lost everything. Their houses were washed away. There's probably still houses sitting there with people in it that have died. Thousands of people that died. It's just amazing. It's heartbreaking, and my heart goes out to those poor people there. When asked what we could do, the one thing I found is text, do a text to American Red Cross, text Red Cross to 90999 to donate $10 through your cell phone bill. It's one thing I did. I just did. I didn't give it another thought. I just did. And it's just terrible. These people, they're everything is gone. Their whole house. Just imagine you live in a house, and you go there every day. After work, you go back home. You live your life. You eat, you sit, watch TV, you go to bed. That's your safe haven. And you're like, this. That whole thing is gone. Where you usually go home to eat, sleep, watch TV, spend time with your loved ones. It's gone. And you're on the street. You have to go to a shelter. You have to. It's like being instantly homeless. And speaking of homeless, homeless people need our help too. Let's not forget that. And then just thinking about the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, especially Libya. These people are fighting for their freedom, fighting for freedom of a tyrant that has ruled there for 40 years. And they're fighting for their freedom, and they're being knocked down. Now, I'm not saying we should go in there and beat the living crap out of this asshole, because that will cause all sorts of political, international issues and all that shit. But for God's sake, how can one person be so stupid, so dumb, just to try to hold on to that 40 year of power? And that's what it's all about. It's power. He wants to keep that power. He wants to keep that control. He doesn't want to give it up. So he's going to fight to the freaking bitter end. And he doesn't care how many people are going to die because of that. He just wants to keep that power. And it's like, give it up. Give it back. Give that country back to the people. And not your freaking soul ass. Just... okay. Alright, that was my take on the world issues right now. I'm not even going to start about the United States, we got some issues too. Oil and gas prices, gas prices are way out of the sky. But, when I look at that and I think about what they're paying $9 a gallon of gas over there, we're still lucky. But, for American standards, these are high prices. And what do you do? There's nothing you can do about it. And then, there was a press conference this weekend from President Obama, a press conference about the situation in Japan. And then you hear these cushioned, freaking stupid Washington reporters, and they got their little cushy life living in Washington, D.C. Nothing going on, you know, got a good life, going out to bars in Georgetown and fancy restaurants and having a good old jolly time. But not one of them asked about Japan. I mean, come on, you know, all you could do was ask questions about oil and gas and budget and economy. It's like, this was a press conference about Japan. 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 It had nothing to do with budget, oil, and all that crap. This was a press conference about the misery of a country that, you know, Obama wanted to talk about. No, but they had to turn it around and make it all domestic and issues, this and our little problems, you know. Shit. These people don't even have a car to put gas in. Come on, you know. That just makes me mad. Anyway, that was my take on it. Take it as it comes, and enjoy life while you still can. Your house might be next. Who knows?